Hello and welcome back to Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Last time we landed on the planet Norion, and I shut the door for that thing over there, and it's probably still open. It is, but real quick, I don't think I mentioned it last time. My friend Captain Psychopath, you may know him better as Didrik, he made a video on the beta for this game, because there's a beta version that he's had for quite a while. And you have to run it on a certain version of Dolphin, and there's a whole bunch of other cool technical stuff. So if you're curious to check that out and see what the beta looks like, the beta is all of this area of the game, like just Norion here, and that's it. If you want to check that out, the link will be in the description below. I would really recommend checking it out. He also made a follow-up video for a couple details on it, so I'll link both of those and you can check them out. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and progress. So, like I said last time, I shot that open from a distance, and probably shouldn't have, but and it is the Grapple Lasso. So it's like it's weird. With this game, the grapple beam is broken up into different parts, which is cool because you actually have to flick the nunchuck to do half this stuff. First, gotta scan this. That is a touch screen. And then we gotta do this. There we go. And there we go. So yeah, like the way you use the Grapple Lasso in this game is you actually flick the nunchuck. Because believe it or not, the nunchuck has motion controls in it as well. This is the first game that I found out the nunchuck actually had motion controls. It was pretty cool. So that being said, I think the controls are pretty decent. I think it works better with my wireless nunchuck, which is actually, thankfully, the one that I'm using right now. Previously, I think in the last session, I used wired nunchuck, and those are always a pain in the ass for me. I have a Nyko wireless one. Actually, I had two, but one of the receivers broke. So, not a whole lot we can do. We can clear this thing real quick. Clear that. You can scan these guys. Probably should scan them. I'm not looking to get all the scans in the game. But like I said, I'll try. Real quick, there is this. I'm gonna scan it, and I'll say we can yank it off. So we'll do that. And I guess it's a scan panel. It's hard to tell which is a scan panel and which is not. So there's that. Wait. Oh yeah, there's still another round of those guys over here first that we gotta get rid of. And they kind of just all separate. Meant to really make you use those motion controls, or aiming controls. Which, my hand is not in a good position to record, or not record, but to play this game. I'm sitting in a very weird position. Mostly because the way I'm recording, I don't have my scissor stand. It kind of broke again. So I need to get a good scissor stand again. But anyways, when we hop through here, drop a bomb, wait for the stream of air. I don't know, I couldn't think of the word. Wait for the fan, I guess. Ventilation system, I think that's what I'm trying to think of. I don't know. Wait for that to do this thing, and then do this thing, and then do that thing. Make your way through here. If you keep moving, you won't get hit by that guy. He'll kind of give you a heads up before he shoots you. Like there. And you want to wait right here to do that. And you don't want to drop down until you see that stream right there, push you in. And free missile expansion. Something clever I've done with my microphone is to make it a bit more clear. Because you know how if you soundproof a room and record, it sounds much better, and you can have it at a higher volume, all that stuff. My room is pretty bad on acoustics. It's pretty open, but what I did was I have my microphone on a stand right in front of me, like on a little desk thing. And I stacked up 2 or 3 pillows behind it. So, like, all behind it is just nothing but soundproofing stuff, and that's pretty cool. So I think that should help the audio quality a little bit. I could turn it up a tiny bit where it picks up my voice more clearly and bassy. But there's still a lot of white noise in my room in general because my computer fans are not the quietest, not the loudest either, but not the quietest. And just other noises around my house. That being said, energy tank. Because, you know, I can't get enough of those. And if you hurry, that won't happen. I'm just gonna go like this. And that doesn't work. But I guess you don't really take a lot of damage. Yeah, I took like 4 points of damage there, so. To be completely honest, I don't quite like this area of the game too much. Some people will say that this is not really what do you call it? Tutorially. I think this is all tutorial section. I couldn't think of the word. I think this all feels very tutorial, like this whole planet Norion. So I typically just like to quickly get through it and be done with it. Because the game doesn't pick up until after you're done with this, in my opinion. But even then, after this area, like after I get through this, is when I really start to enjoy it. And I really enjoy this game. It's just, I think the hardest part is people that try to LP this game, because for some reason, people who try to do the trilogy always wind up just stopping at this. And it's not just me, and it's not just Scepter, and it's not just Lansoon. It's a bunch of people over the history that I've seen have just never finished 3. They always get 1 and 2 done, and something about 3 always turns them off, even though 3 is like, you know, one of the better of the 3. So I don't know what it is. The only thing I can think is this tutorial beginning section is just so redundant, and it feels like you've done it 1.5 million times, and it gets so boring, and I get so tired of it. That's just me, but I think that's also might apply to other people trying to do the game. But anyways, we have space pirates, just your standard, you know, stickly guys. And then we got some bigger guys I think I probably need to scan. Yeah, I need to scan them. Actually, I guess I need to scan all of them. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, I got them right. Those are just 2 bigger guys right there. So I just always, you know how I play Metroid Prime. I always jump around and avoid shots as I'm doing my thing. Then we got a big ship right here. This is a situation where you may want to turn lock-on free aim off, just to make it easier for this little ship. That one I don't think I have to destroy anyways. Then you get these shield troopers, and I can scan them probably. Yeah. And if you don't rip it off, then it's kind of hard to kill him. And now we get flying pirates, which we normally didn't get until much later in the previous 2 games. They're like the higher, stronger ones in the other 2 games, but yeah. But anyways, there's that. Just scan him, get him down. Later in the game, there'll be a really easy way to just like one tap shot these guys, but that's not until way later in the game because you know how Metroid works. And by that I mean Metroid Prime series, except for Prime Hunters. Not Prime Hunters, Federation Force, because that doesn't count. Fuck that game. So you just kind of want to do this over and over again. And he's going to get in your way, or out of the way, and make this difficult. And there we go. So that's one ship, and that is a bunch surrounding Samus, and we are about to die. I like how Samus's tap shots do it, but my tap shots don't do it at all. Surrounded. What the hell's gonna happen? I'll tell you what's gonna happen. Run this. He's gonna run this shit over. I like how simple that was for him.
These pirates are more fragile than they appear. I just received word that the Federation is allowing all bounty hunters to use ship command devices. You should now be able to remotely command your ship and land it here. Don't forget to perform suit maintenance and data backup if you need.
Don't forget to save and heal.
Generator A is just through those doors. While you head that way, I'll activate the generator on the west side. Between the 2 of us, this should be a breeze.
He made a pun. Actually, no, that's too much of a pun, but yeah. So now we can command our ship to land, and the ship visor in this game is one of my favorite features, because you can literally... So much of the game revolves around the ship, and it is so cool. It really makes you feel like you're Samus a little bit more than the previous 2 games, because you'll see what I mean. The ship is just so heavily integrated with the game, and it's like your primary save station to some extent. But yeah, another thing I want to note on is how he said, you know, suit maintenance and data backup. I hate when video games try to camouflage saving and healing as that. Like, to me, it just seems like a cringy attempt to, you know, not say, oh, don't forget to save and heal up. It's like, don't forget to perform suit maintenance to back up your data if necessary. It's like, it just kind of makes you feel like they're trying to appeal. That's what I'm trying to think of. Appeal to little kids. I don't know. Make it sound cool. Also, I'm sorry I'm like having trouble thinking of the words I want to use. I'm not... Okay, I forgot those just fly away. Oh, never mind. I know what happens here. I think. Maybe not here. But I think the next one maybe. Okay. We have a rehash of a boss fight in Metroid Prime 1. The Hive Mecha drone thing. Gotta shoot these guys. And more come out as you go. You can just lock on free aim and do it that way, or you can wait till they stop spinning. It's not as easy to spam the A button in this game as it is the first game, just because it's just harder to spam it a little bit. I don't know, they change the timing, maybe. I could be just full of shit. But it's like, you see how I keep pausing there? I'm tapping it just like I normally would, but there's like little breaks. So, I don't know. It could just be full of crap. Do our normal thing with that. Now that I bring back down that generator thingy. And now I gotta go activate a panel. It's a hand panel. So just kind of hop our way back around. I forgot what I was talking about right before this whole cutscene here happened. But I guess it wasn't very important. And now we're all done. Full power once again, at least for this one terminal. Now we have 2 more to go.